Hello fellow collectors, it's Marlo once again, and it is April 30th, midnight, and as usual I'm up late, off from work, and I can't sleep, so figured I'd do some toy reviews. These are some latest pickups. If you do follow me on Instagram, you will probably see that I post my latest pickups there whenever I can, so if I haven't posted already, I'll probably share images of these latest items. In the background there I have some of the Wave 2 Black Series 6-inch Star Wars figures for The Empire Strikes Back. Saw the whole wave, but the Lando and R2, they had creased, what do you call them, the boards there, or the cards. So I left those on the peg for now, just picked up these three, so I'll eventually get Lando and R2, but they look pretty cool. I'm a sucker for the vintage style cards. And of course these updated versions of the figures look really cool in my opinion. So those are those. I'm not going to really unbox those or open them up. They look cool on card. But I will, I guess for this video, let's go ahead and do the Spawn figure here by McFarlane Toys. This is from the Mortal Kombat game. And if you haven't already, McFarlane has a great Kickstarter up. And basically it's for his classic Spawn, updated with several different versions. I picked up the 3-pack, and I'll probably pick up some other versions or whatever, because he's always updating that Kickstarter, because I think it's reached over 2 million supporters so far. So anyways, giving you guys a good look at the box there for the Spawn figure. I'll do this figure of Uraraka or Ochako from My Hero Academia in a separate video, just so it won't run too long. But again, this is by McFarlane Toys, so we'll put her aside. So if you want to see the review on her, just stay tuned and be sure to follow my YouTube, my videos, click on the bell for notifications, and yeah, be sure to follow. I definitely appreciate it. So anyhow, let's continue to look at Spawn here. I'm kind of all over the place with this. Again, I'm just up late and you know, trying to kill some time here. Figured I'd do some videos, but pretty cool looking box there, pretty similar to what you see there with the My Hero Academia line, and I believe some of his other lines that he has going on right now are basically packaged quite similarly. So I think we've gotten a pretty good look at the package overall, so let's just go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Spawn out of the package. And from what I'm hearing now, this is actually probably going to be a variation. I have another one on pre-order, but I don't know when that's going to come in. And from what I'm hearing, they'll probably include a, I think it's kind of a mace type weapon as opposed to the sword. So again, not too sure how it's going to work out. This might end up being a more collectible version, so I might just hang on to the package for this version, just in case, you never know. And we'll see how they do with the upcoming pre-order releases. Alright, let's open up the figure. And here we have the Spawn figure out of the package. You can see the insert there from the box, says Mortal Kombat with the cool green Spawn energy effects or whatever that you know, basically his powers always have that green tone. And oops, you see the display stand. I'll keep that in package just in case, like I said, this turns out to be more of a collectible. Hopefully he won't need the stand too much, but it says Mortal Kombat there. It doesn't really say Spawn or anything, since he's part of the Mortal Kombat collection. And let's take a, let's see, get him to stand okay. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Actually, let's start with the sword, his only accessory. If you're not counting the display stand, that is. So you can see the sword. I don't have the game, but I imagine he uses the sword in the game as well as some other things to destroy his opponents. Most likely like his chains, probably his powers, stuff like that. But here is the sword. Looks pretty cool. And like I mentioned earlier, they are probably going to substitute the sword for another weapon. I think I heard a golly, what did I say? Like a mallet or something like that. Let's see. And here is the figure. What I like about the figure is that he looks a lot, well, he looks like a cross between the comic book version and the movie version of Spawn. So he's a nice sort of in-between version of Spawn there. If you're a fan of the comics or the movie version, you're really gonna dig how he looks in this video game version here. Very cool, all those details. Oops, the chains are like a rubberized material, so they're pliable there. Let's see, same with what's on the cape or the cloak. And of course the cape is the same thing, it's a rubberized material. Let's see if we can get a look at the back there, some of the details. And give you guys a look at the points of articulation on this guy. So starting with the head, of course, it's gonna rotate all over the place. It's on a ball joint. The arms swing out and you get good rotation there at the upper bicep. 2 joints at the elbows for a decent bend there. Too bad there is no rotation at the gauntlet, so those are pretty much fixed, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oops, let me fix my camera here. Apologies guys, my tripod is quite old. Excuse me. The wrist, you get a nice bend. There's a hinge there as well as a ball joint. Swivel at the chest. Let's see, at the waist there is a bit of there's a cut there for some rotation and bending. The legs do swing out as well as go forward. Double joints at the knee, so you can bend it like so. And with the feet, there is a pivot at the toes as well as some rotation there, so that's good to know. So quite a lot of articulation with this guy, as well as I'm guessing the entire line of Mortal Kombat figures. Alright, come on, focus camera. What's going on here? There we go. So once again, let's get a good look at the Spawn figure. Really cool sculpt work with the head details and all the details throughout. Let me get his sword in hand and give you guys a look at that. And here is Spawn with the sword in hand. It looks pretty awesome. Just give you guys a look at that. And it fits quite nicely. The sword is a bit pliable, so you don't have to worry about it breaking too easily with some of the more brittle and hard plastic sometimes used with these figures. And it should be able to fit in both hands. You can see that hand is also opened up just a little bit. And for the height, let me break out my measuring stick there. You can see he should stand right at about 7 inches. His knees are bent a little bit. Yeah, he stands just right at about 7 inches, if not a little bit taller, depending on how you pose him. And here is Spawn next to some other McFarlane figures. We have Uraraka from My Hero Academia and the Superman in armor. What is it? The armored Superman figure there. Was able to pick him up. Still need the Batman, but you can see how Spawn sizes up next to all the other figures, and I think he sizes up quite nicely. Pretty cool.